every single day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey guys, I'm back with another video on the Fluval Evo 13.5. So I'm just heading up to my bedroom now. So today's just going to be an update on the tank because I have got a new piece of equipment I'm going to show you today, and I've done a little bit of moving coral with just the 2 GSP coral frags. So I'm going to show you them now. So let's start off with the main piece of equipment that I've got, and that's a wave machine, as you can see in the corner here. This is the J-Cod SW2 propeller pump. I just got a little wave machine. So the flow on it is 500 litres an hour to 2,500. It is adjustable, which is a good thing that I like about it. So I'm going to show you controls right now. Right, so here's the controller here. It's a bit thicker than what I would like it. That's thin. This is the kind of thickness I'd like it at. But as you can see, there's a big difference. It's like twice the thickness, which I don't really like, but it's not a big problem. I do have it stuck onto the wall there, mounted onto the wall nice, so I can easily access it and control the flow when I need to. So this green button here that says speed/feed, if you hold that for about 3 or 4 seconds, you get a blue, and that's pause for 10 minutes. So that's when you want to feed, so it will pause it for 10 minutes, or you can just switch off, which is, well, I kind of switch between 2, and then that stops it right there. And then if you want to play it again, hold that, and then it goes back on. But after 10 minutes, it automatically comes on. That's what it says, a little pause sign, and then 10 minutes. And then, yeah, so that's the feed. And then you've got speed, so if you just keep on pressing this button, that's going to ramp it up, and then you keep on pressing it, goes down. So let's have it on full pelt. There we go. You can see the water line that's shaking. If you have that on, I'll get to this bit in a minute, but if you have it on like a certain mode, sometimes the water starts spilling everywhere. So as you can see, the pulse coil's getting blown. The fish don't really like it, so I'm gonna start turning that down. So I always have on the first stop, that's 500 litres an hour, so it's an extra 200 than what I did have. I did have a, I think it was a, oh actually I think I still have it. Yeah, I still have it in here. This is what I was running in the corner. It's the Eheim Compact 300. So it's a little pump. It's not really suitable. It's not built to go into aquariums and act as a wave machine. But it was working for a couple of months. But I kind of wanted an upgrade just for the controllability and the looks of it. So it's a little bit more flow. But this pulse coral seems to be liking it. And then I'll get to coral in a minute. But all the corals seem to be liking it. They're not. With this shot in a little bit for about a day or 2, just it wasn't fully extended because it was adjusting to the different flow. Yeah, so that's the green button, and then we got this little pinky red, I don't even know what colour that is, and then if you look in the top left, that changes these different modes. So W1 is pulse, so you got this little dial here, so you got fast and slow. So if you put that all the way up, so you see there's a little arrow pointing to fast. That's a fast pulsing. That actually gets you a little bit of waves in there, which is what I used to have it. But if you have it too fast pulsed, then it starts to kick up the sound. So that's why I have it on the first stop. So that's the fast pulse. And then I usually have it on like slow, or maybe like halfway or something. And then you've got W2, which ramps up in the speed. So it's slow, and then it goes ramping up and up and up, and then it comes back down. So that's cool mode, but that again kicks sound up. And then there's else, which is random, which I really hate, and the fish hate that as well. H, so the H mode that we're on now, that's just continuous flow, 500 litres an hour, well, whatever you put this at. So H is, I sometimes have it on H, just normal, just full, so it's all continually spinning instead of pulse. I mainly have it on pulse though. And then C, it's just an extra mode. I don't really use that because I'm not really 100% on it. So I mainly have it on W1, which is the pulsing mode. And then I usually have on one of the low pulses because the fish seem to like it, and that's what they adjusted to. So yeah, and then you've got this blue thing here. So if you press that, this is kind of a master thing. I'm not really fully capable of it, so I just keep it on the mode that I'm on. If you hold it, we've got, there we go, we've got that little lock bit on, and I don't know how to do it, but anyway, you can put it on a night mode. So this is a light sensor, so when it got dark, it would automatically go to this setting. So it's continuous flow, lowest flow, but I kind of had that night mode on. Oh, here it is. So you got to hold this, and then it goes on to there. So you got a little orange night on the moon. So that means night mode's on. So look, so this is what I usually have it on. So if this, this is the light sensor. So when it senses that it gets dark, so we just cover that if we can. There we go. So it's just the C. So H, and then off. So it's not even a button, it's just a sensor. So I have that night mode off because it's a bit sensitive and I don't really like it. I'm gonna turn that off as well. So this is the flow that I usually have it at. Low pulse, 500 litres an hour, pulsing mode. So that's pretty much, that's the wave machine. So it's not a bad price, 40 quid, but you can get them for cheaper, and there are different types of pumps. This is probably the cheapest wave machine that you probably get, but it's really good as well, because you got good controller. The head's actually quite small. It's about, I'd say it's about probably the same size as this pump, so it's probably the same size, if anything a little bit bigger. But yeah, the main reason I upgraded it because you get more spread, so all the flow is evenly spread out around the tank. The look of it is really cool. Like this, it looks more, yeah, because the pump looks a bit stupid. The controllability, I love that. I love how you can have little pulses, and you can have night mode, and there's loads of different ways you can have it. So yeah, that's the propeller pump. Really enjoying it so far. I've had this for about a week now, so it is. When I first started running it, it was really loud, but it's slowly got quieter. As you can see, it's done by a little magnet there. And yeah, well, I've had it for a week, so the slime coat is gonna start building up now. So it's only gonna get quieter. So it's not even that loud now, but it depends on what kind of mode you have and what speed. So if you have it on full pelt, then it does get quite vibraty, but I've only got on the lowest setting, so it is quite quiet. So let's move on to the coral placement. So you see down here is my GSP. This is the first coral I ever put in here, and when I put it in there, it was on the back wall, so I was sitting on top of that rock because I wanted it to go on the back wall. So that has been in there for about I'd say nearly 3 months now, and it's really starting to settle in. So that looks really nice with the blue mode on. I'm not going to turn it on because I don't want to scare the fish, and it looks a bit weird on camera. Because this coral was over here on a little piece of rock, but it was getting quite battered by that flow, and I know they can like quite a bit of flow, but it was getting really battered even on the first setting and low pulse. It was getting quite blown, so I kind of decided to move it over here. Anyway, it does look quite nice here. I have added a few little pieces of rubble. I just dropped them in the tank in that corner, and hopefully that GSP starts growing all over this rock, and then hopefully we get a little ball of it, so that'll look really cool. And then this one down here also was down there. It's probably the least looking, well, this is probably like my least favourite GSP species. It hasn't really got loads of colour. It's quite small polyp, or it's quite short. It's not very long polyp like that or this. They're quite long polyp. These are really short, but I'll keep it in there because why not? It's not really taking much space anyway, and it is doing alright. I think it's nearly starting to grow. It has got loads of heads on it. Actually, I think I'm seeing a few more polyps on that now. So yeah, that's what I've done with the two GSPs. I've just moved them into different positions just because of the flow. They were both getting really battered by the flow. And this popsicle's doing alright. This popsicle's actually doing really well. I can see it's more heads are starting to pop up, and that's doing really good. More heads are also starting to pop up on that GSP, so that's going to start looking really cool soon, next month or so. So that's pretty much the update. I guess that'll do it for today. So the new things I got is the equipment. So I got a little propeller pump, and I just moved around these two corals here. So not much to update, but next week we might have new corals. I'm looking into Zoas, probably a piece of LPS, I'm not 100% sure, maybe Duncan's, maybe a piece of candy cane or something. But you'll see in the next video what I've got new. And yeah, you'll see me then. Bye.